Hi guys, this is Tara with Gaia Tarot 13, and this is your weekly angel card forecast for the week of May 29th through June 4th, 2016. And I am using this week the Archangel Michael Oracle Card Deck by Doreen Virtue. And as always, I'm going to pull 3 cards from the angel deck. One for your work and financial life, one for your love and romantic life, and one for your home and family life, which is the one I'm waiting for right now. I have been using this deck, and there we go, and self-respect has been coming up a lot. So if it comes up in this reading too, I just won't even know what to say. Okay, so in our work and financial life, we have be gentle with yourself. And the prayer on the bottom is, Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. There's a picture in the card. So don't be so hard on yourself this week. If you're finding out that you are at work and you're doing things wrong, if you're making mistakes or just little things, well, even big things, anything, just know that you're human. Like everyone makes mistakes. You can't expect yourself to be perfect. And we do, right? We expect ourselves to be perfect and do everything exactly right all the time, which is crazy because that's holding ourselves to a higher standard than we would ever hold another person to, right? So this week, if you find that you're not living up to your own expectations, just relax and take a step back and be gentle with yourself. Watch yourself talk. Is what you're saying to yourself in response to whatever happened something that you would say to someone else? So if you're, I don't know, drafting a document at work or filling out a form or something like that, and you're, typing on your computer and you do a typo and you don't notice it until you see the form again later, or it comes back from wherever it was, or you're reviewing it down the line and you notice that you spelled something wrong, or had transposed some numbers, or had some sort of like an issue on the form and that it went out that way, right? You could beat yourself up. I mean, that's one response, right? You beat yourself up and you're like, oh, how could I be so stupid to do that? I should have, reviewed it more thoroughly before it went out, or I should have taken more time and done it more slowly and been more precise and more accurate. And like, you will tell yourself that that one mistake that you did is like an unacceptable mistake. Like, that is unacceptable. And that's not okay. Because if you were sitting at work and you heard someone, a boss to a coworker to a coworker, if you heard someone have that conversation to another person over that mistake, you would look at them and be like, wow, chill. Like, it was an accident. Clearly they didn't do it on purpose, and things happen, right? We're not perfect. Things happen. That's the response you need to have to yourself. If you find something this week at work that's like that, you find that you do something wrong, or you've previously done something wrong and it's brought to your attention, and you find that you want to like beat yourself up over this mistake for not being perfect, just be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself and know that you're human and it's okay. In your love and romantic life, you have, oh my gosh, can't make this up. I mean, you guys saw me pull it, right? Self-respect. That's so funny because it has come up so, like, the past 4 or 5 times I've used this deck, it's come up. I use self-respect and self-love kind of synonymously. And I feel like maybe in a previous video I've even said this, like a previous weekly video where I've used this deck. I use them synonymously because I think you show yourself respect by showing self-love, by showing that you care about yourself and that you make yourself a priority. You are showing your self-respect. This is also applicable. It is, as I said, like right in the love section. So self-love, self-respect. This is treating yourself the way that you would treat a partner. Some people will put themselves on the back burner and they will go out of their way to go above and beyond for their partner. And okay, so this is like, obviously if you're coupled, this is a message for coupled people. If you have that, then you kind of know what I mean. Or if you've been in a couple where you've done that, then you kind of know what I mean, where you will put them above you and all your needs go on the back burner. I heard an analogy once that stuck with me for decades because I loved it so much. In every relationship, there is a flower and a gardener. And the gardener tends to the flower so the flower can grow and develop, right? And in every partnership you have that. It doesn't have to be like a romantic partnership, but in every relationship there's that dynamic. There's one that kind of like helps the other. And if you think about friendships that you have or acquaintances or coworkers or other human beings that you deal with in general, you can kind of see that dynamic play out. If you have a friend and they need help, they come to you and they ask for advice or they tell you about their problems or whatever, you are in the role of the gardener. You are the nurturer. You're helping them work through their problem to help them grow, to give them, words of wisdom or whatever that they can internalize to help them out of the funk that they're in, or you know what I mean. Like in that relationship dynamic, even if they're not seeking advice for something, you are the listener. You're the gardener. You're the tender to the other person. And then those roles switch, right? It can be down the line when you have a problem, you go to that person, or it can even be in the same meeting, in the same conversation. If you have a friend that you haven't seen in a while and the two of you get together and then you say like, oh my god, tell me about what you've been doing, and then you switch, right? Okay, well, that's wonderful. Here's all the stuff I've been doing. Right, so you have that role of gardener and flower and you switch. But sometimes in romantic relationships, that role doesn't ever switch. Some people have a hard time not giving to their partner and they don't put themselves first, or it's really hard for them to accept help from another person. And so this is saying that you need to make yourself the flower sometimes. Sometimes you need to say, I need me time. I need to show me self-love. I'm going to put me first. That's what needs to happen. Now, for non-coupled people, if you are seeking someone, the message is the same. It was just a lot easier for me to get out as a coupled, or I guess maybe not easier, it just took longer in that example. If you're seeking someone, you need to treat yourself that same way. Put yourself first as you would put a partner first, because when you show the universe that you are your priority, they will bring someone in who will treat you like a priority. Now, again, it doesn't mean that they're going to bring someone in who's going to constantly be the gardener, because you need to have a balance, right? But someone who is on that same understanding that their needs are important too. So your needs are important and their needs are important. What I'm essentially saying in a real long-winded way is that if you show yourself self-love and self-respect, it will eliminate toxic people in your life, I guess. If you're single and looking, you're not going to attract a toxic person. You're not going to attract a manipulating, controlling kind of person. You're going to attract someone who sees that you put yourself first and respects that and also puts themselves first as well. So there we go. I've got it covered. I know it took a long time to get there. Got it covered for coupled and uncoupled people. Sorry that took so long. It's the message coming through. I just do what they tell me, man. All right. In your home and family life, we have ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. The prayer on the bottom says, Archangel Michael, thank you for assisting me with, and then you describe your situation. Please help me be filled with faith and peace at all times. So, If you've got something hard that you're trying to work through, say that you are trying to get rid of a vice, or that you are trying to start a new regimen, say you're trying to start a new, workout or diet or fitness regimen of some sort. That's just the example I'm going with. Say you're trying to start that. Make sure to ask for help. Your angels and your spirit guides and all of the helpful energy, helpful, loving energy of the universe is around you at all times. And all you have to do is just ask for help. And then the universe will bring in that help to you. So if you're having a hard time trying to start something new, ask for help. Ask for guidance if you get stuck, and they will be there to help push you through and give you the courage and incentive and initiative that you may need in life. So, what a beautiful message this week. I really can't believe that self-respect keeps coming up. Like, apparently it is a very big message. So, pay attention. They want us to know that we need to start treating ourselves better. So, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my YouTube page. If you want to get a personal reading with me, the only way to do so is through my website, which is GaiaTarot13.com. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, where I pull an angel card every day, reading the energy of that specific day. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It's going to be a beautiful week, and we'll see you next time.